So I think this is where the term show pony comes from. Although clearly he's not a pony, even if he's a he. But I made the assumption he was a stallion anyway, or at least a gelding. He's a male, let's put it like that. He's showing off. And yeah, saw me with my camera out, and he's basically prancing around going, hey, take my photo. What are you doing? Look at me, I'm showing off. So I obliged. I did. I set my camera up here. Previously took a photo though of the one you just saw, that high tension power wires and line, and then those horses underneath. Absolutely mystical morning. I've driven past here before, and I wanted to stop and take the photos, but I was off to somewhere else to shoot, and I thought these horses in the fog would make great images. And little did I know that, yeah, old mate, the horse here jumping around, running back and forth, wanted his photo taken. So I set up my Fuji 6x9, just composing some shots here, getting my light meter out, and shooting with a rangefinder on a tripod. Shock horror. Yeah, I think I came away with some really nice images. Here's old mate here. He managed to stand still for 5 seconds so I could take his photo. Looking at this, I've cropped in a lot on this photo. In the foreground, it had some fences going left and right, and it distracted or took your eye away from the main focus. And I love the negative sort of area to the right of the photo, sorry. And this is the exact reason why I bought the Fuji 6x9. Massive files, and I can crop right in without losing any resolution whatsoever to the image itself. I'm really happy with it. And then I really like this next image. I entitled this one The Three Amigos. This was in the same paddock, but just down a bit. These three horses, again, stayed still long enough for me to shoot. I really, really liked it. And then I carried on up the road and got a few more images with my 6x9 Fuji. Yeah, it was a great morning out shooting. So I've set up my studio a bit better now. Like I mentioned in the last video, recently bought a house. I've turned this into my studio. I'm getting there, working on it slowly, but that's not what this video is about. Of course, it's about landscape photography and medium format film photography in general. I've gone from digital photography, and if you watch my last video, I hadn't made a video in over 6 months. I just fell out of love with photography. Mostly digital. I just found it, I just fell out of love, I guess, and I wasn't motivated enough to go out. And then I found passion again through film, oddly enough, and I mentioned that again in the last video. And I've purchased a couple of cameras. I'll just quickly talk about before I get back into a few more landscape photos I took while out. Second part of the vlog, anyway. My first purchase, just quickly. By all means, is not a review, is the Mamiya 645, possibly my favorite camera ever. I love this thing. I've got the prism finder on it, which has a light meter in it. I also have the waist level viewfinder. I don't really like using that, simply because I can set this up for landscape photography, and the light meter in this is absolutely amazing. I just looked through there. It's got some lights on the side if you've never used one. Green in the middle is perfectly exposed, and then up is over, down is under. Again, it's not a review, I'm just telling you the gear I used, or the gear I'm going to be using in all these videos. And new camera I purchased about 2 weeks ago, and this thing is a beast. They call it the Texas Leica, simply because it's big, big version of a Leica. It's a rangefinder. Of course, the Leica name comes into it. The files on the 6x9. So these are the largest files you can get in medium format. For you, obviously, go large format. And to crank it on is 1.5 cranks to move the frame across. The downside to this is you only get 8 images off a 120 roll of film. Only 8. So it's fairly expensive to use in terms of getting images. Unlike my 645 is 15 images. But I can't complain. I bring this out when you saw those horses. Really a composition or image that I absolutely love, and I think I might have to crop in a bit. this is when this beast gets brought out. And I'm going to be doing a lot more videos with this, a lot more landscape photography videos. I'm doing a project at the moment, a lot of neighborhood, walk around my neighborhood. I'll bring you a vlog on that soon. Shooting, but I'm mainly using my 645 for that. I haven't shot any of that yet on this, but we'll get back to it. Another thing I just want to quickly talk about is film stock. In this video, I am using the Kodak 400 T-Max, and I want to go 400 ASA speed, simply because the color film I use is Portra 400 primarily. I have used 160, I've used a couple of others, a Phoenix, which I absolutely hated. The reason I wanted to go 400 is, well, not only does it say it's the world's sharpest grain at 400 black and white, I just didn't want to change ASA speeds on my camera. Especially the Mamiya 645. The Fuji's not so much because it doesn't have a built-in light meter. But working with the same grain, the same ASA 400, just a little bit easier when you set it on the side of the camera. You obviously, on the side of the camera, you have to set the ASA speed so that the light meter knows what it's shooting. And a rookie area, and I'm sure people still do it today, is I forget to change the ASA speed on the light meter. So I'll be using a 400 and I'll change to a 200. And yeah, so I just wanted to keep all my film speed at 400, black and white and color. So I'll get back in the video now. I'll get back into the vlog. A couple more images I shot, all in black and white in the fog. I just think it looks aesthetically more pleasing, black and white and fog. This time was on the 645. I went up to my local area, which I love shooting. If you follow me long enough on digital photography, is Mount Buninyong here in Victoria. You always get low cloud up there, especially after rain. It's quite easy to, it's very accessible, and yeah, just getting up there when you get low fog. I thought I'd try the Mamiya 645 again with the Kodak 400 T-Max. And yeah, here's this second part of the landscape photography vlog. Well, this isn't cool. This video is going to make a liar out of me. Here you can see me actually shooting or using the waist level finder, and I'm scratching my head after I edited it, thinking why on this particular day I was using it, and probably was mucking around and left the viewfinder at home, the Prism viewfinder with the light meter and what I was talking about earlier in the video. So this tree I've shot before, if you do follow my videos on the digital on my Nikon Z6, and I thought I'd give another crack on film. Yeah, quite pleased with it all around. Yes, so this tree here almost looks 6x6. I think I cropped it again, not quite. And I've shot this before on digital as well. So going to a couple of trees that I knew would work in these conditions and with the light. I really love the bark stripping off the gum tree here. And yeah, being a landscape photographer, I do tend to crop my images, which isn't a big deal with the 6x9, but probably something I should take more note when using my 645 and just try and keep it that 645 ratio. Next, the classic old roads, backcountry roads here in Buninyong in the fog. I thought they worked really well. I think the first one here is cropped again a little bit, not a pure 645 image, but yeah, both of them I'm quite happy with. So we're going to finish it off here with this last image, although this was not shot on my 645, it was shot on my 6x9. And again, I've seen this image, I've seen this composition, drove past this old farm shed previously, a couple of weeks back, and there was an old tractor parked in it, and I thought, man, fog's low, I'll quickly zip around here and take a photo of it with the old tractor in it. And of course, when I got there, the old tractor was actually workable and was out in the field working. So I took the image anyway. I kind of like the way the path leads you up a little dirt road here to the shed, and it's framed off with the trees. 6x9. A lot of detail in the shed, although you can't see it on the screen obviously, but working with it in Lightroom, yeah, I was quite impressed with the 6x9 files. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now, or for today. Yeah, got a lot of projects, like I said, in the pipeworks with my film cameras, and next week I hope to bring you one of those. So yeah, see you then.